Thank you for allowing me to continue my tangent about the Kansas City Kings into the second half slightly, 4 seconds added on. We'll call that premium content in that last video. Here we are in the second half. Again, still Madden 2003, still the Kansas City Chiefs franchise, still playing the Miami Dolphins in week 4. We're currently 1-2. Anyway, Kennison breaking. Kennison catching right on the logo. That's how you do it, buddy. So now I do begin my official NFL preview, division by division. We're here in the AFC West. As I was saying in the last video, I don't think anybody's going to move to LA, at least these next 2 or 3 years, and I don't think it's going to be anybody from the division. I think those two teams have a much stronger fan base than the Rams do right now, because the Rams have been just hot garbage for the past 8 years. Now, if the Rams are good this year, they'll stay in town, because that's the way that St. Louis works. I mean, that's the way that any city works. That's what I meant to say. But, you know, if your team's good, they're going to show up. And that's how... let's save the Minnesota Twins, if I remember correctly, from contraction, which would have been the most depressing way to end a franchise in history. It was the Blue Jays and Twins were expected to contract, just like fold, in the Major League Baseball around 2003. Now, if you want to hear about that actually happening, that did happen to the Tampa Bay Mutiny and Miami Fusion of Major League Soccer in 2000. And what? Unacceptable. I'm going to challenge that play. Unacceptable. I do not believe that a call so heinous could be made. And that's 1 foot. He got a 2nd foot inbounds. Drag the toe, Tony. Drag the toe. See? Ankle. Ankle inbounds. Call on the field. Reversed. Reverse that call. 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 My first prediction is, I think, though the Oakland Raiders, not Oakland Readers, I imagine that was a charity at some point. Oh, you know what's happening, by the way. The Oakland Raiders are in probably the best position of anybody in the division to... I don't know why I'm even faking this. I'm not like trying to fake anybody out. I'm not trying to fake a human opponent out. There we go. The Raiders are in the best position to improve because the core of their team is young, and they actually showed some upside last season, particularly in the win on Thursday night against the Chiefs, which was hilarious, even though the Chiefs lost. And it absolutely was the game that kept them out of the playoffs, of all of them, because they should have won that game. But my main point is that this is the one team I'm really confident will get better. I think the Chiefs have a little bit more that they can rise to from these past 2 years' teams. I think the Broncos are firmly on a downslide here. After losing to the Colts last year in the playoffs, I just don't think there is another chance for a Manning-led team to get to the Super Bowl. Feel free to prove me wrong. I would love to see that from a veteran like Peyton, but I just think that his team doesn't have that much more left in him. And what was the other team I was going to talk about? The Chargers, I'm already forgetting about them because they'll be the one to move out of the conference. Once 2 teams are in LA. What? Challenge the call. Challenge the call. He was totally in front of the first down marker. That is ridiculous. I cannot believe I was screwed over twice by 2 calls. I know I'm looking at the instant replay, but it doesn't matter. That it was probably wrong. Oh, yeah, okay. Wait a second. Now they're right. Okay. Whatever. I still might have a chance. I do not want to drop to 1-3, though. That'll be a disappointing thing. Just watch me lose all the games in this season. So the Raiders will be 4th. I'm predicting maybe 4 or 5 wins for them. One of them over a really good team, though. One of them, like, maybe over the Patriots or somebody like that. I don't know if they're playing the Patriots, but it'll be over a really pretty good team. That will be kind of the thing near the end of the season. People will say, yes, well, the Raiders beat this team. This is the team I'm going to watch next year. And they'll win like 6 games again next year. And they'll be like, when are they going to start showing up? When's Derek Carr going to start coming into his own? We keep talking about Derek Carr, blah, blah, blah. That old, all the pundit shit. The thing that Detroit fans have had to hear for like the past 5 years. I was going to say 15 years, but I haven't been good for that one. But that's where I think they will stand. Now, I'm about to drop a train on you. So do not be worried. Do not be alarmed. Do not be scared when I say this. My predicted 3rd place in the American Football Conference West, based purely on conjecture and what I have seen in the off-season, and the fact that their quarterback's like 40 years old and has had a couple of neck surgeries. The Denver Broncos, I believe, will be the 3rd place team. I know they've won the division like the past 3 years. They've been seemingly unstoppable that entire time. Julius Thomas is really good. Demaryius Thomas is really good. Emmanuel Sanders is really good. I don't know who their running back is. It's not LaShawn McCoy anymore, and I think that did end up hurting him near the end of the season. Von Miller, I believe, will be back, from what I understand, so that'll be good for them. But I just don't see what they have thrived on the past couple of years is Peyton Manning. And just looking at it now, I just don't think Peyton Manning's going to continue to be the guy. To be the feared quarterback that he has been his entire career. Because I think it's just coming to a close. It might not be. I can't think of anybody else I can even name. Like Warren Moon remained really good into his late 30s. And so did Peyton. I just think sometime he's going to have to be close to retirement. And I feel like this is going to be the season that's it. Again, prove me wrong. I would love to hear me be proved wrong on that. I would love to see a guy like Peyton. That was what I liked seeing. I thought Tom Brady was done last year too, and he totally proved me wrong. Which was great, honestly, for me, because I like to see greatness like that. I know there are a lot of people who dislike it when somebody who's really good plays really well. I'm not that way. I would like to see a guy. I loved seeing Ed Reed win a Super Bowl his second to last season in Baltimore, even though I know a lot of people didn't like Ed Reed. Ray Lewis, I mean, he remained at a very high level of play his entire career. Even Brett Favre. I thought it was great seeing Brett Favre almost get to one final Super Bowl when he was like 40. But I just... Oh, good, we're back into this mode. And we make the catch. That's how we do it. That is... Oh, and Zach Thomas. That's like the 3rd injury for these Dolphins. Pratfall in the background. That's really the calling card of Madden 2003. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly, at this change of quarter, unplug my controller, re-plug in my controller, and start talking about the team that I believe will finish number 2, only because I don't really know what to say about them other than I think they will be good. The San Diego Chargers. Now, the Chargers have played surprisingly well last year. Phillip Rivers was looking good. That receiver who was good was looking good. I forget what his name is, or else I would have called him by it. They looked okay in most places. They looked like they could have almost been a playoff team. They almost were. I mean, oh, Kennison. Wow, damn, that was perfectly executed. Let's keep running. Let's see what happens. Anyway, this is the team. They're 2 years removed. They're 1 year removed from their last playoff appearance. So are the Chiefs. And I just think that this is the team, especially on defense. They've been improving. They got Manti Te'o kind of running all over the field, doing fairly well for a guy that I know a lot of people thought would be a bust. And Menace in the end zone. He was my guy, and I got it right to him. Throw 2 TD passes with one player, like the quarterback, is worthy of a Madden challenge? Okay, that's weird. So we got 4 minutes and 14 seconds to go. I'm going to repeat to myself that I am down by 4 right now. Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. Oh, We're good. We're down by 3. We are not leading by any points. We are losing by 3. It is bad if they score. It is very bad if they score. We may not be able to come back if they score. That was just to remind myself later that I did repeat that, so that's somewhere in my brain, hiding. Anyway, the San Diego Chargers are going to be a good team next year. I don't know if they'll be a playoff team. I think they will. I think they're wild card ready. I don't think they'll win the division, obviously, from their ranking here. And they've got a good enough defense that I believe they'll be able to hold off the kind of high-powered offense of Denver and a lot of the other teams in the American Football Conference. I just don't... They're good, but they're not, like, exciting good. You know, it's not like the Seahawks were last year with Aaron Rodgers never throwing to whoever was on Richard Sherman's side of the field. That sort of thing. Or like how the Bears were 2 years ago, where they were just like suddenly a really good offensive team with Josh McCown as the quarterback. Who we got here? I haven't even been really paying attention to the defensive plays I've picked. There we go. We got double coverage right there on Chris Chambers. That's how you like it. Chris Chambers may still be out of the game. Let's ask Madden again. It's been working. Oh, good. We'll rush 6. That might not be the best idea. But whatever. 3rd and 9, we're rushing 6. Go with Crockett. You know what? I bet it's going to be a tight end slant. That's going to kill us. Oh, nope. They're not even giving... Oh, it was a blitz, and we can't get Ricky down. Ricky. Ugh. We rushed 6 and couldn't take down Ricky. We rushed 6 and could not take down Ricky Williams. That splashing sound is the bottle of tea that I have here. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's not even how you pronounce it. It would be ridiculous, but ridiculous. But that would be like a... Really what I'm saying is ridiculous. Ridiculous. My favorite color. Anyway. What was I talking about? The AFC West. The Chargers are not going to be good in an interesting way. They're going to be good in like the Bengals of the past couple of years way. Phillip Rivers is going to continue. Oh, John Conrad is his name. Oh, how dare you betray me. Guy who swam like 8 miles back in December. They're going to be a good team. They're not going to be a great team. They're not like Super Bowl bound. They might be playoff bound, and they might not be Los Angeles bound if they are playoff bound. I sincerely hope none of these teams move. I will point that out. I know I've been joking about it, but like if you're from one of those cities, if you're from St. Louis or Jacksonville or North Oakland or Southern Cali, what do I call it? Southern Cali, Jesus. If you're from that area though, like I would rather see expansion or some sort of like a minor league, even like a promotion relegation sort of thing where you can open up like something for more teams to be there for and something for more teams to be excited for. I think that could work. That's why, if you look in other countries, like in, the UK or in England and most other countries that are into soccer, they have so many clubs in just that play. That's because they have like that pro rel thing. And so if you're the 40th best team, you can still be going for the top of your 3rd tier division or whatever. Royals, of course, Kansas City's favorite player. Speaking of Kansas City, the number 1 team in my prediction is the Kansas City Chiefs, which is hard to hear because I don't hear like the Chiefs are going to be a good team all that often. And to hear that like from pundits and from personalities and from people who would theoretically know the Chiefs will be a good team almost scares me because I feel like they're going to mess it up somehow. Oh, that was terrible. Because I remember 2011. 2011 we were supposed to be a good team. But 2011 was different because 2010 felt like a fluke. It was just like, okay, well, everybody else in this division is bad. Oh, nah. It's like there's nothing I can do. It's a hard thing. Why do I keep going with what Madden wants? Why am I not going to my best player? The ultimate question. There we go. Tight end streak. Just get it to the man. Who is the man with the master plan? The guy who can just make this type of catch, and he doesn't, because he's a failure as a human being. We're not going to punt. We are going to go for slot flag. Damn. Damn. Ugh. This always tends to happen. It's like I get a chance, and then I don't blow it, but, oh, Trent, run! Run, Trent! Trent Green, on his feet, the hero of this game, has saved the Chiefs' life in this game 4 of the NFL season against the Dolphins. Anyway, I think they'll be good. Eric Berry, we don't know if Eric Berry is going to come back. That's a difficult thing to talk about. How a guy with cancer leaving your team is really just, something that you don't ever expect to have to deal with. But it is something that we have to deal with. And obviously the best wishes to his family and himself and his friends, obviously, because that is something that no one should ever have to deal with. And it's very, humanizing when it comes to sports and people having a disease like that in sports. Anyway, that was a really dark note. Let's actually talk about the Chiefs. Justin Houston re-signed to a lot of money, which is good because he is a lot of good player, in no uncertain terms. Because he was worth the amount. Why do you do that? Oh, because Eddie Kennison can't catch the ball. They blitzed the corner on Eddie Kennison, and then I threw it to him, and he couldn't get to it because he's Eddie Kennison. I'm sorry, Eddie Kennison. That was slanderous and libelous. Boom! Catch it, Johnny Morton. Face mask him. Face mask him. Face mask him. There we go. Kansas City Chiefs moving up to the 11-yard line and will be first predicted in my NFL preview for this coming season. Justin Houston's going to be good. Jamal Charles is going to be good. Alex Smith he's been looking better. He's the type of guy, I think Alex Smith might actually be... No! Oh my god. I did it again. I did it again. It's like the second time this week I blew it. I did it, ladies and gentlemen. God is dead. Life is hell. We're gonna drop to 1 oh my god. Ugh. I'm not I'm joke mad obviously right now because this is a stupid game. But I'm just so disappointed in myself because I saw that coming. I so saw that coming. Come on, man. Ugh. Ridiculous. God. That just... now would be the time for the human joystick to get tackled at 24. And, Alex Smith is looking like a better quarterback, though. And I mean that genuinely. I think he will be the... People have questioned him as the franchise quarterback for the Chiefs, but I think they made the right move. Piece of shit can't catch it. They made the right move in getting him. I really do. I really think that. Even though that was like a quarterback-free draft that year. The best quarterback to come out of that draft was probably E.J. Manuel, which is why he got drafted first. But my main point is there was just nobody on that board worth drafting, and so you go with the best free agent. And really, the best-looking free agent at that point was Alex Smith, and he ended up being okay. As the quarterback of the Chiefs, I don't think they'll win a Super Bowl. They're not. This franchise isn't going to win any Super Bowls, but I would like to think that this team will be good. I'm just going to keep trying to throw it downfield. That's like 3 consecutive drops on 3 plays. Oh, God, this is just disheartening, and I want to puke. Like, I have an overwhelming urge to just sack me, whatever, I don't care. Will Shields doesn't even give a shit. Whatever. 24-14, we're 1-3. There is no joy in Kansas City. Everything burning in there, in our sugary-ass barbecue sauce. We'll be running down the gullets of so many Americans tonight. Jason Taylor, I only caught a glimpse of him, but I don't want to see his face or speak his name ever again. God damn you, Jason Taylor. God damn you to hell. You ruined my life. You're nothing but a pretty boy. This is the end of the week. We'll simulate the end of the week. We'll go look at them stand. Oh, what? Madden 2003? Thank you. Put them right there. AFC standings, top 6. Right here. I didn't even need to scroll down to them in the division. You can pay attention if you like. That's my division. Still tied for second. And that's it. Alright, well, I am going to go not play this game. I will see you another day. Hopefully next week. Next week I'll be covering the AFC North division and putting my own predictions on that. And I'll see you around. See you, Jason Taylor. Tell him I hate him. Thank you. Good night.